Yo, what's going on? Boom Radio, we here in the building. We here in the building. Oh, man. Oh, everybody on live. I just knocked the camera over. This, so you know this is live. This is not pre-recorded by any means necessary.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody doing well out here, man. We are in the A-Town, and it's definitely going to be an absolutely phenomenal great show and great night tonight. I got my brothers in the building.
That's right.
I'm excited about it. Got my brother here, Minister Casey Huey, senior here. And as well, I got my brother Rick, engineering right now on the back end, producing that thing. So we going in. I hope everybody enjoying themselves. Let me make sure I got it up for everybody who tuning in. And hope my sound is good for those who are online listening. But we definitely celebrating an awesome time today. We had an awesome Shabbat service today. More visitors falling through. And but tonight we definitely going to be talking about this Hebrew ball going down tonight at 6 p.m. I hope everybody that's listening, you get a chance, opportunity to come through, fall through the ball. If you're in Atlanta, you got your tickets. I hope you are going to be there. We got food. We got one of the top chefs in Atlanta. We got a live band. We got a DJ, red carpet. We got all of that, dressing your flies, gear, and garments and stuff like that. And it's going down. But today we're going to have a subject of conversation. We're going to be talking about this whole thing, about their pre-trib rapture and all that type of stuff right there. So we want to see if that pre-trib rapture, all that type of stuff right there, that the business according to the Bible text. I know there's a lot of people out there that kind of fall into that, but we on this show on Boom Radio, it's kind of like a form of, like our brother show Rick, barbershop talk, but his is just, he all the way barbershop talk. He go all the way in on his show, but we just gonna get into that today.
Always barbershop.
So definitely, if you are on YouTube watching us right now, you know what I'm saying? Let me know you out there. That way I can give you a shout out and whatnot. Good. All right, give you a shout out and whatnot right there. But definitely holler at him, Casey. What you got, man?
Oh, man, I was just having a little technical difficulty over here. That's all, man. I was getting a lot of feedback, so I just shut down. We'll get that on another day when we be able to get it set up the right way. Well, man, we are in effect. Boom Church is in the house. Boom Radio is in effect. On today, the Most High is still blessing. He's still sitting on the throne, sitting high, looking low. So we say Shalom. We say Shabbat Shalom to all our brothers. We say what it do to our Christian haters and Christian brothers. And what up, Rick? How you doing, baby?
My brothers, I am. That's about all I can say right now.
All right.
It's been a rough one for your boy, but I am here and glad to be amongst you brothers.
Yo, look, man, Rick listen, man, Rick radical. I love brothers who radical like that. Rick has on a Nightmare on Elm Street / Friday the 13th shirt with an Atlanta, is that United hat on?
Yes, sir. But see, you didn't see the socks to go with the shirt though. So I got some the Jason socks to go with the shirt. So
I was peeping them out.
I had to put it all together. I had to put it all together.
I was peeping them out there, but I was like, man, I like them, man. If you didn't have Jason on them, maybe I could have, maybe I could have tried to steal them from him or something. But yeah. That's all right right there, though. He got the Freddy Kruegers on there too. That's all right.
Let me ask you, so check it out, man. I know both of y'all, y'all die hard, Listen, hey, the United, man, they are doing a great job.
Come on, man. You already know.
Listen, I am a United fan.
No, hold on.
Listen, I'm a fan. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fan by default. And here's why I'm a fan by default. I'm so happy Atlanta finally won a championship in something, to where now it has made me become a fan of United.
You can take that Boston fake love mess back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That fake, you know what I'm saying?
We don't need your kind around here.
We don't need that around here.
We don't need that kind of support and love around here. You can take that back.
Now look at him. He already late because, in our second year in MLS, we won the cup last year. So I don't know what you're talking about. We just won the Carpet Cup a few days ago. That's something different.
We got 2 trophies around here.
No. Hey, we got another trophy too. Y'all know, back, when the, Falcons were St. Louis, we got the championship way back there. Some people say they don't count. I still count it. Then we got the World Series with the Braves. Anyway, we got Hank Aaron right here too. Do your research, man.
Was that like the 70s? That was when the last time the
Nah,
Cowboys
they back
won?
when they wearing the leather helmets.
But I'm gonna say again, with your fake Boston love, you can, and then not even that, and being from Jacksonville.
Hey, but you know they ain't got nothing to hold on down there.
To hold on.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all, I get a pass, bro.
No, you don't.
No.
Yes, I we ain't had no team, man.
No, he don't. You know why he get a pass, Rick?
No.
You should have heard this joker talking that cash trash.
Oh, I'm sure.
In the fellowship talk about
sure.
You know why they always want to bring up the past.
I'm
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? What Tom Brady did years ago. You know, he's still on that.
Oh, that
You know
was
what I'm talking
years
about?
ago?
Years ago.
No, it wasn't years ago.
But you know he in that Kabbalah worship though, right? You know they do all them soothsayers. He ain't nothing but those sorcerers. That's why they winning tonight. And then look at the coat. The coat down there tricking off.
Hey, look, what's the name? Look,
Owner.
Shout out to Josh Gordon for coming back to the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Josh.
I'm all for second chances. I'm all for giving brothers a chance, but dog, at some point in time,
You got to grow up.
dog, this dude, how long he gonna be there this time?
Listen, do not hate on, listen.
It's not hate when it's true.
My Rastafarian brother says that he is doing a great job.
Y'all probably gonna go get
He's
Grunt
using
back
the
too,
herb
huh?
for the healing, man.
For the healing.
Yo, what kind of brother?
The Rastafarian brothers.
So is he using CBD or he using THC?
Both of them.
My brother.
THCBD. THCBD.
ABC, FYG.
Yeah.
Somebody say they holding on to the 1984 Bears.
Hey, listen, I saw him on YouTube like this. I'm just kidding.
That was CBD. He was.
Kidding.
Oh man, y'all need to stop.
Yeah, but
this,
I'm
man.
shouts out to the brother, man. You know, I believe in second and chances like that. The Most High give us. Just make sure you do it the right way this time, brother. You know, make us proud. Don't set us back another 300 years.
But
Just
no,
do the right thing.
My problem, and this gonna get a little deeper. That brother got some psychological issues. He got some other things that he need to take care of.
You think so? You think that's what it is?
It got to be, bro.
Some people say he may have had the CTE. Maybe that might have been, something.
And I
that's
do
causing
agree. He been
for the
playing
weed.
ball for a while.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
Maybe that's why he was on the CBD.
But that is still, I have no problem with being on CBD. I take CBD as much as I possibly can because I don't, bro.
I got you.
Because I don't believe in the pharmaceutical industry.
Got you.
Right.
So I believe in the CBD. But what I don't believe in is throwing away your family for a product.
Right.
This guy, whenever the last for real time he was in the league in Cleveland, he sat out 4 games and was one of the top receivers in the leagues with 4 quarterbacks. That lets you know how talented this kid is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
How special this kid is. For him to not be able to sit down a vice so that you can take care of your family and change your family life for generations, to me that is more of a mental or psychological issue that needs to be addressed because something is wrong.
But that's
and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think that since the way we going right now, I know we had something we was gonna talk about on the show, but I think that we could kind of stay here, man. I think I'm really cool with that.
Whatever you say, roll with it.
Because I think that's something that need to be talked. I mean, how many people within the black community is just wasting talent? God-given talent.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like
me?
I mean,
Bro, but see, we laugh about it, but I'm dead serious. I wasted so much of my physical and I know I have gifts and I know I have talents, and I have not lived up to them
right
for whatever dumb choice that I've made.
Yeah.
And my goal to till I die is to help kids not to waste your God-given abilities and talents on poor choices.
all right.
Yeah. Right. And that's the thing. So many people we see, man, that just like, man, this brother could have been, the next great this or the next great that. And not only in sports, but just think about how many people. I know I had my mom, one of her brothers on her dad's side. Man, this dude was one of the top cartoonists. I mean, Disney wanted him.
Wow.
Like he was just that good, but his vice, he couldn't shake the coat.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that we see constantly. And even with Josh Gordon, now what's the name? What's the other brother name? Brandon Marshall. He didn't have a drug. I think his was more so chemical imbalance.
Well,
but
the list goes long on. What did Michael Irvin?
Well, Michael Irvin was just.
I'm just saying though.
But what I liked about Brandon Marshall is he went and got that help.
Yeah. Yeah.
He went and got. He was one of the cats that's in the forefront of the mental health issues that goes on. He went and along with his lady, helped him to realize, dog, something is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have had this conversation last night. You have to be willing to look in that mirror and realize that person you looking at ain't doing something right.
Now, do y'all think, to Rick's point, Case, do you think that that's kind of what it is, like denying the reality?
Well, since you asked, let me jump on the soapbox right quick.
Okay.
Because this is it's BOOMCHURCH Radio.
Okay.
And we are ministers. So let me jump on the soapbox and get back off for Romans 11:29. For the gifts and calling of God are without repentance.
Yeah.
God give all of us gifts. And he gives us, some of us, callings.
Right.
And he's not going to take them back.
Right.
Regardless of what you do with them, whether you use them or misuse them.
Yeah.
So with that said, a lot of people are not exempt from sin.
Yeah.
See, the enemy don't care who you are, regardless if you're a football player, basketball player, a little league coach, or somebody that's coaching soccer overseas. Sin is sin.
Yeah.
So when you have fleshly desires, it don't make no difference where you are. So yeah, I would agree he probably has some psychological issues, but I had some vices in my life at a certain time in my life as well that really caused me from pursuing. If I could be transparent, you know, hey man, if you ask anybody that knew me or grew up with me, they knew that I had a gift, a talent for running.
Yeah.
I was quick, fast. I mean, I was real. I'm talking about all state.
Yeah.
But missed going to college full ride because of drugs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Missed it. Like could have been the next Jesse Owens.
Yeah.
But missed it because of vices. So I guess it goes to say it's important that when you do see your children that are in your home or in your community or in your congregation that have gifts and talents, that we nurture them and try to shield them from these vices that going to attach themselves to them to try to take them away from their purpose.
Right.
I think it's a trick of the enemy.
Right. So go ahead, Rick. I knew you were finna say something.
I do agree that it is a trick of the enemy, but I think it's also become a point in your life that as you have grown, you start to realize what you're doing.
Do you though?
I think so.
Evidently not, because if we still seeing people, watch this. I only say that because we are still seeing people and we're still asking the same old question. Man, how in the world could you mess up like that? You know.
But I guarantee
watch this, Georgia. We got people up here in the University of Georgia that's going through the exact same thing in the whole college arena. That's going through the exact, and you will ask yourself, why would you be so stupid to risk? It's because you are blinded. You are blind. You can't see it. You cannot see it. Until somebody, if you're not in, watch this. I could not see. Let me tell you how the enemy had me so messed up in my mind. Because for me, marijuana was like a crack. I had to get high to do everything. When I woke up in the morning, I was smoking. I was smoking on the way to work. I was smoking at work and coming home from work. I did not do anything unless I smoked first. Now, the enemy had me in my mind like before God do my job. I got to go get high. Now I'm in the zone where now I can really do my job right. That's a trick. And I could not see it, bro.
But my Rastafarian brothers would say that smoking weed for you was actually helping you.
Man, come on. Okay, that's why I lost some homes. It's destructive in my life. That's why I got put out the military. Come on, let's be transparent.
They would say that the military.
No. Here I'm talking about. Now I left these United States of America to travel all the way over to a whole different country and think that I was going to be running from a problem, running from an issue, running from a stronghold. One in the country 3 days and I was still smoking weed. Couldn't even 3 days. I hadn't even got to my duty station yet.
That was in Germany.
In Germany.
Do they let you smoke over there now?
Man, they got the best weed, man.
Real
No, I'm
good
just saying.
over
I'm just saying the Netherlands and all.
Amsterdam, and you got Amsterdam and all that over
where you
there.
can pull up. Where
They
you
got a good grade.
Hold on now, because I hear y'all saying. I hear you say it. Slow down, devil. I am not glorying in this past. I'm only just talking about it. Boy, they got shops. You can walk in there, boy, order some tea, some coffee, and a piece of biscuit, and you can sit there and got the rolling paper, everything right there legal. You at Christmas.
You forgot to order the what you partake in. Also, you can order
free.
all that right
That's
there.
on the menu.
Yeah. But see, I guarantee. Then this is why I say at some point it has something to do with you also, because I guarantee you I could have asked you, and you could have told me that you're doing wrong, but
my flesh.
But I'm saying you knew You knew.
Not necessarily. It wasn't wrong to me though.
You probably gonna tell.
He kind of got a
but to me, when you in it though, you don't see no wrong. You can't see yourself. That's why a lot of people that are strung out on drugs can't see themselves. They are blinded.
They do see them. They still be thinking they fine though. Them sisters
but you are blinded.
Indictment against them.
But you are blinded. You are blinded. You cannot see.
But most of them know they doing wrong though. And let me take, cause bro, I have watched these drugs and my vice is woman. So I know.
Well, watch out. Epstein. Bill Cosby.
No. I let
Teddy P.
No. I let them come to me.
R. Kelly.
I let them come to me.
I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying vices. Look.
But see, when I'm there, I know I'm wrong. I knew I was wrong.
So you doing it deliberately?
No, he said he
like you saying. You know you wrong, like your vice.
Uh-huh.
You knew you were doing wrong. You knew that this Mary Jane could cause you to get put out of the military. You knew this,
but I couldn't stop.
Exactly,
because I was under control of something else.
And I know crackheads would tell you they doing wrong right before they. So
they had the sound effect.
So at some point, you have to look at yourself. You have to see yourself.
You can't see yourself until you remove the blinders off, though.
Well, Daffin Publishing said that most people know they're doing wrong. They just get to the point where they don't care.
Okay,
I agree. I agree
to some extent.
To a certain extent, I agree.
Not since in the care that they don't care what's happening, but because the desire. Y'all have to understand this flesh is wicked, bro. Paul said, "Who can know it?" Paul, Saul, the greatest apostle we've ever had. You understand? He wrestled with this thing. He said, when I want to do right, wrong is always there. So now when I want to do right, I end up doing wrong. And the things that I should be doing, I don't do. He come to find out that there's a war in his body with his flesh and his spirit. And anytime you continue to feed your flesh, that flesh is going to supersede your spirit. All the time. You can't, it may sound churchy, but you cannot get away from it until you get your lust, not you, Rick.
No,
I'm just talking to people too. Until a person deals with the spirit of lust that's inside their life and begin to deal with it truthfully and honestly and holistically, that's the only way you're going to be able to push back from women. That's the way you're going to be able to look at a woman and look at her as your sister and not as another object to hit. That's going to be the only way.
You say, look at her.
Watch this.
Look at her.
You have women in your family, right? You have teenagers.
You say, look at her
as your sister.
Okay, I thought you say, look at her.
Look at her. See, nothing but the devil. Look at her as your sister.
She ain't in the barbershop.
Watch this. I know, right? Let me make the point, then I'm gonna close it down. Both of you probably got women in your family.
Yeah.
Maybe cousins, sisters. Yeah. I have cousins, sisters, nieces in my family that are bona fide fine, bona fide beautiful, right?
Yeah.
I will never look at them like I look at my wife.
Right.
Never. Why? What's the difference between my cousin and some woman walking down the street that may have her, even if I have kinfolk that dress provocatively, I still would never look at them in the same eye as I would look at somebody that I did not know that was on the street. What would make the difference? You know what makes the difference? The relationship that I have with them. So until I get a relationship with him first, then I begin to look at that other woman as she is my relational. I can't even put a word on that. Look at her as my family.
Make it up. That's what we do.
A relationalistic person. She's my family member. So no longer do I look at her with lustful eyes. I look at her with eyes as if this is my family. And until I do that, I'm going to always look at her as if she's something to hit.
Well, Hamashiach Christ said if no longer can you look upon one, not if it enters into your heart.
That's the point. But you don't, that's what I'm saying. You would not look at your family member that way. Even if you had a sister that would look like Bo Derek, no, I'm gonna lose some.
Some of them folk in the mountain don't look at their family members like that.
Well, we ain't talking about them West Virginian people. We talking about, we talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Why we had to go to Bo Derek? Why we couldn't say Hallie?
I don't want to say Hallie because
okay, you closer than Bo.
Yeah, I did apologize, but that's the first thing that came to my mind. I want to use a sister.
Why did both come to your mind first?
I don't know. It just came. Doc. Forgive me. But you get the point. What's the difference? What's inside of me? Like, it's a switch inside of me that flicks to the left or flicks to the right or flip up and down or off and on that allow me to look at this one in one light, but look at the same person, different relationships in a different light. What is that inside of me?
So let me ask you. Let me ask you before we let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna get a number out for callers to call in. Are we saying that? Are we taking the responsibility from ourselves and putting it on the devil, or are we, or should we put the sole responsibility on ourselves? Because we have the ability to say no to anything, to say no to things. If we're going to do it, we have to have responsibility for ourselves too in doing what we're doing.
I would say it's a shared responsibility. I would say it was shared more so on me though, because the Bible says that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Every brother out there know your vice. You know what I'm saying? You know your vice. If it's a woman, if it's whatever, you know your vice. You know what the enemy used to keep you bound. You know what the enemy used you to keep you repentant. You know what the enemy gonna use on you today to have you run into the church tomorrow talking about, Lord, forgive me. You know this. Why then do you keep putting yourself in situations like that? Why when situations come like that you see them and you don't run like Joseph?
So basically you saying is if I can't control looking at the lower half, looking at the booty, right? I don't need to be doing no strip club ministry.
You shouldn't be doing strip club ministry, period. You know what I'm saying?
You might need to get somebody that can go in there and talk to him for you, my brother.
No, brother.
Rick say somebody need to go in there.
Somebody need to go in there.
Okay, listen. If you strong enough to go around all them spirits, I'm not. I love my. You can pick me, my brother. I love my wife, brother. I love my wife, and I'm not finna put myself in that particular. I'm not finna tempt the Lord thy God. I'm not gonna do that.
You ain't gonna tip cases.
I'm not gonna do that. Eyes is not going to do that.
All right, Joe.
I can catch y'all coming out in the parking lot, maybe standing across the street, but going up in there, no sir. What they gonna be smoking? No.
What's going on, everybody? All right there. So, hey, listen, you want to call in to the show, hit us up at 404-355-8699. 355-8699. That's 404 area code. If you're calling international, you can hit us up at 1-866-923-2860. Again, that's the number. Locally, we want to hear from you about this subject. What we're talking about, 404-355-8699. And Rick, you got something to play for us, some music real quick, play a record, and we come back?
I got you, my brother.
All right, now we got to take a break. We're about to go and listen to some music, and then we're going to come back waiting on you to call in, all right? Shalom.
Because what they say to us is that we are for you, but don't forget you're 10% of the population. And if you get smart, we'll wipe you out.
They tell me kick that mentality, cause they have no salary. Everybody want the real, when lack is reality. Gotta have a vision in this dark blind society. Kingdom owner now. I'm glad Satan fired me. I'm on my grind, independent, spit like Tech 9 on complex slow. Metaphors with that nice flow. Hip hop full of solid and sloppy boys. I feel like Joe. The enemy is here. We gon' put chains on the dough. Nobody talk about sin. They say they preach the gospel. Turn from your wicked ways. The line of Judah common hostile. Ancient of days on his throne before the first fossil. Created the first player who brought forth the mankind roster. Thanking God win awards. Hold up, wait a second. Video of the year from my sisters being wonky naked. Christian rappers won't speak up because they want a feature. Still got their old ways. Nobody rocking motor beepers. Y'all should holler scattered four corners like a snicker. Black, brown, caramel. They try to rap with sweeter people. The book, I guess you wondering who them other crooks. Squatting in that crib, hoping that the neighbors never look.
We have to tell our black brothers who are graduated from colleges that to be successful is not to get a job with IBM.
Once upon a time we were slaves, but then came liberation. Now we slaves in the spirit without the whip chasing. No indoctrination, buying cars to call them favorite. Depreciate, turn to rust like rims collecting brake dust. I grab the mic like a granddaddy bout to fuss. Looking at you kids with a mug that fakes to make you hush. I'm from the west side, Duval, where them boys rush. Bible on the dash and that street preacher that you bust. This the last days, way before the first fade. Back when kids read Torah before they could go and play. If you don't like the type of truth, then get out my face. The Lord made the world big, cause haters need space. You on that numerology, calculating apologies. Gnashing teeth in hell without brushing with toothpaste jail. Satan failed, you hit man worried about her nails. The bullet that she fired off, I watch him slow-mo sail. Oh well, this is a vaccination, occupation, demonstration. Hold up, let me make it clear. I'm putting in work, faith without works is dead. Your testimony in the hearse, 32 ways to sin, that's why your star bursts.
That every time we yell, the man grabs him and says everything is okay. He's splitting us again. We got to tell him. That's right. We got to tell him. And we have to say to him that, baby, Ralph Bunch may make $1,000, but the food he eats don't feed my belly. So he is not helping his race. He is helping their race. We gonna start to define and face their own lives. The lies they talk about. Miss Simone says something in her song, Mississippi Goddamn. She says this country is built on lies. They told you and me that if we worked hard and if we sweated, that we would succeed and become rich. And if that were true, I tell you, we would own this country.
Yo, what's going on? We back, man, right there. That was Truth is Unpopular. That was my record.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Hey, my brother. Hey. Hold on, man. Hey, man, you doing a disservice to the radio people on Boom. What? I just want you to know that. You doing a disservice to us.
Why you say that?
This was you, right?
Yeah, that's my record.
Okay. Yeah. How much of your audience know that this is you? And this is part of your ministry.
It's a good little bit of them who listen. They know a lot of them. I already kind of downloaded a lot of my projects before, so they kind of know. I would start off as an artist first, so a lot of the people that know me as the artist first.
So what about these new members? Yeah. What about these new folks that's listening to you, hearing your voice now?
They just now, a lot of them just now learning, like over the past maybe 6 to 8 months, because I just dropped a new project. Most of them know me as a teacher. Now they just now realizing through videos and music.
So where's that?
It's on. You can get off Bandcamp. You get my album on Bandcamp. You can get it off online.
I mean, but you wouldn't gonna never just tell Boom Radio that?
No, we know.
I mean, they know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't gonna tell Love 860. You wouldn't gonna never tell Love 860 that?
Yeah, I was eventually, man. You know what I'm saying?
We had nothing better to do.
No, so I'm gonna make sure I get you a copy of the album.
And let me tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I'm harping to. For a long time, I had a problem with Christian rap.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a hip hop is my religion.
Yeah, you already know.
Okay. So a lot of these guys used to think that they can put God on it, and you're supposed to like it because you put God on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is trash.
Yeah.
Dog, I just heard an MC.
Yeah. I'm MC.
I heard a rapper rapping.
Yeah.
That track was fire.
It was, wasn't it? I saw you back there, Bob. You didn't know who it was for a minute.
I think a sister just said she just put on there where you can go get it. She put the information on there.
All right.
Well, tell her I say thank you. Tell her because you wouldn't do it. Tell her we say thank you for her support.
Yeah, they watch you. I'm gonna make sure my boy Rick get the projects, man, so he can check it out.
But and like I say, there's a lot. Us heathens need that. Because just like I was sitting here and it gonna catch you.
Yeah,
you gonna nod your head and guess what? Before the song went off, you get a message.
Yeah.
Then I'm putting it back on just to ride to, because you can ride to that.
Yeah.
Bro, that need to be put out there. Let us heathens know.
That's what's up.
All right.
So look. When we were talking today, how the Most High can speak to you through people,
through different vessels,
and different styles,
that's
and
right,
forms of conversation.
Exactly. We just talked about this.
That may be the Most High,
It brought it to pass.
Rick, like you just never know who may be listening.
He brought it to pass.
Yeah,
just that quick.
Just that quick. So I'm always listening to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you, because I kind of been sitting on it for a little minute. I ain't gonna really. We here for certain things. I ain't really trying to push my stuff like that, but
because you don't want folk talking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't want it to be like make it be about me.
But yeah, I got you.
But at the same time,
but if you doing okay, it's not about you.
Right.
It's still not about you. If you're doing the work that you're supposed to be doing, that you are called to do.
Yeah.
Just read the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If this is what you're called to do, it's not about you.
Right.
You're not gonna put the light on you.
Right.
You're a vessel to get that, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what's the problem again?
Ain't no problem.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no problem. I hear you.
Yeah, that's how I met him. I met him doing music. Didn't even know his face. I heard him in the choir room rehearsing. Didn't even know him. I like, bro, hey, I appreciate what you're doing here. Let me buy your CD. Didn't even know him.
That was like what? That was like
It was
10 years ago.
10 years ago. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, like I said, I'm bro, hip hop is what I do.
Yeah.
And so I don't listen to a whole bunch of Christian rappers and it's you can't listen to it.
Yeah.
No, you can listen to it. This is hip hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can mess around and mix this in with some of your good. Your good.
No. Cause see, let me tell you, I'm putting scripture on. You know how I'm always do. You know what happened when they brought. You know what happened when they brought the Ark of the Covenant there with Dagon, right? God dropped him on his head. They picked him back up the next day. God chopped his hand and heads off. So we don't want. You can't mix the profane with the holy.
You can't. But guess what? I have seen you take some of this profane, you put a little hole on it, you might pull you one or two up out of there.
It's still gonna be profane. I'm saying you can't mix, and that's what's wrong now.
I get exactly what you're saying.
That's what's wrong with the church now, because we got a lot of that world in the church. That's a whole different broadcast.
Now let me get some balance. Okay, let me get some balance. I agree with Casey, and I agree with Rick. The intent of why you're doing it has to be there.
I'm talking about literally, not grasp what I'm saying, not necessarily mixing the two. I was focused on him because he was like did the DJ mode. I'm talking about you can't literally mix. I got my 1200 techniques right here. I cannot put on some. Well, Kurt Franklin, he can do whatever he want to do. That's a whole different broadcast. But I can't put on no Jay-Z right here and then scratch in some Lecrae and mix the two.
So let me ask
you see what I'm saying?
So I can't put on Pray. I can't put on Jay-Z Pray with Beyonce singing that Pray in the background and slide someone.
No. That's missing. As far as coming to a collaboration. Having a stage, because we see that all the BET Awards. We see Molly Music when he first came out, how he was on that Stellar Awards, that gospel station. So we understand that. But I'm talking about literally DJing. There's no way you can be in a club DJing and scratch and mixing and scratching and start mixing and scratching some Tamala Man. Take Me to the King.
So you saying you can't do that and it comes out sounding good, or are you saying you can't do that? As far as it being,
that's abomination to me, and that's just Caseyology.
So that's Caseyology.
Because I believe you can take that Tamala Man and put her over a Knife Wonder beat and let it ride
and let somebody strip to it. Come on, I'm just saying. Come on now.
No, but I'm asking you this.
So let me ask you. Your record he just played. You gonna take that record and put that record at Magic City?
He wouldn't.
I ain't said I would.
He wouldn't do it.
I'm not saying I would.
I know he wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying, would that be clean or would that be perversion?
But it's not up. It's for me.
Would you want your? Let me ask you personally. Would you want your record? Would you want somebody to strip into your record?
If somebody took my record,
yes or no?
No, I'm asking you. Yes.
You want somebody to strip into your record?
Here's why. Let me turn the camera.
They ain't trying to get saved now. They straight dropping it, making money at a bachelor party.
But here's why. Here's why I say that. Because in the spirit and how I recorded the record and what I recorded it for, the intent for me to record this record and write this music was to glorify Yah.
I understand.
So,
but how is he getting glorified in the strip club?
You don't know who in there might hear that lyric and might hear that spirit. I'm just telling you. Listen,
I understand.
Okay, I ain't gonna say the radio station name because I don't know.
All right, that's right.
What the policies here. When I was working at this particular radio station here in Atlanta, one of the top radio stations here as an intern, I've seen Stomp.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Kurt Franklin record.
Yes.
Yeah. Being played at 112.
When
112 was around, right?
I understand.
Bro, I done been in there watching them.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in there doing the street team work.
Okay.
I saw Stump come on, and it was another record at that. It was I think it might have been Jesus Walk.
Yeah, but they're two different times. But I can see that being played. Talk about it today too.
When I heard Jesus Walk in there, I literally at the time now, I'm working at the station. I'm there as an intern. I've seen people, women, crying and worshiping in the club. Now I can't say if they drunk. I can't say that. All I'm saying is the DJ whole point was putting on the record because it was a big record. Who knows?
Exactly.
But all I'm saying is this. If you're making a song for the intent of putting it in the club and stuff like that, that's a different story than somebody taking my record and that I recorded that based off scripture and they feel like, well, man, I want to play this record. I can't limit the Most High
I understand that.
And say that he can't use this music to touch somebody or plant a seed.
Yeah, I believe that.
But if you're talking about taking a record, now here's my thing. Now if you're an artist and you say you're a gospel artist and you're doing records with secular artists, I think that it can send a mixed signal.
That's all I'm saying.
But the music, if the music is recorded separate, like Rick is saying, like say for instance, taking one of my songs and it's being played at the concert, it's being played at the strip club, and Jay-Z's song is being played, and this dude, this DJ, he ain't got no intent.
He's just making music.
He's just like, I want to play, man, this music hot. Now, who's to say that hot music don't convict somebody? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that that we should do that. But if that's the case, then we can't go around sinners.
No, I ain't saying no.
No, I'm just saying we can't, because if the music can't be used to reach somebody, then how can we go around people and not reach them? I mean, we look in the scriptures, you see Christ did it all the time.
Well, let me.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Now,
I ain't changing.
How did this turn to this?
I don't know.
We done got off subject.
Because there ain't no subject. It's just.
And we supposed to been talking about Josh Gordon and all this other stuff.
Okay, well.
But anyway, go ahead. What you was going to say?
I was at a family reunion not too long ago. And, of course, you know, your family going to play music. So they were playing music that they like. So I got an opportunity to play some music. Now, granted, I'm a hip-hop guy, too. All my music is, you know, I don't even want to say Christian gospel. I'm going to say music with a message, with beats and a message. Them niggas told me, hey, partner, that's your last song, right? And that was my first song. They was like, look, they didn't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Because that wasn't the mindset. That wasn't the mindset. Now, pulling that back to what we was talking about, when you in your particular situation, when you're in your vice, your mindset is not to see yourself. My mindset was on getting high. I couldn't see myself. When you was playing that record, me and Maury Brown, we was talking about it. I'm not gonna call her name, but there was a particular woman here in Atlanta that was battling alcoholism, and she had a couple of DUIs. Public figure. You would think, okay, your first time you made a mistake. Okay, second time, what you thinking? Third time, it ain't got that. Fourth, what's going on? You didn't see yourself. You in a higher echelon type environment and with people. You see what I'm saying? Nobody talked to you or pull your coat. I'm sure that you had somebody saying something and you couldn't see that. You know why you couldn't see it? Because all you see is the next high, the next woman that I'm gonna lay down, the next jump off. That's all you see.
But I guarantee you, I know it's wrong, and she know it was wrong. She knew it was wrong the first time.
Two sisters laying together know it's wrong. I'm just saying.
And I get what you're saying, but I
they
think
know it's wrong, but they still do it. No, it's wrong is wrong.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's wrong.
But see, this
you just lost two. We just lost 2 or 3 audience members now. They just got off the station. But I'm just saying.
But this is a conversation. This is a deeper conversation, and there's a conversation that I also want to have y'all back in my barbershop to have, dealing with the Bible and therapy.
Okay.
Because at some point, that woman needs help. Mm-hmm. She needed help.
Yeah.
She needed help from, like you would say, the spirit, mm-hmm. but she also has some psychological things going on.
Now, see,
that she need help.
Okay, now watch this. 200 years ago, before we got into sociology, philosophy, and all these things, when we look at the scriptures, they didn't say this person was the manic depression. They didn't say this person was bipolar. The scriptures say these folks had spirits that were inside of them that needed to be cast out, that they needed to be delivered from. Now, all of a sudden, we've gotten smart and got technology and we got science, and now we put terms on something in the natural when we really need help in the spirit first. The Bible says that I wish that all shall prosper and be in good health. That being in good health is being physically fit. Anything that's happening in your physical is because it's already been manifested in your spirit. So you can't. Watch this. Casey, let me talk about Casey. NA programs did not help me. And I did the NA. I did the 12 steps. Not the AA, NA, Narcotics Anonymous. It put me on a positive road, but it did not deliver me. It was only like putting a Band-Aid on it because there was something inside my spirit that still needed to be delivered. You understand?
So let me ask you, because I think this is a conversation, a topic I think he was going to talk about in his barbershop on his show. Is everything that deals with that someone is going through, does it have to be a spirit, or can it be that they might need to take some depressants or some type of something that, because you have people that are like bipolar, mm-hmm. you have a lot of other things going on with a lot of people, chemical imbalance. Does it mean that there's a devil? Are we treating things from a spiritual perspective that actually should be dealt with scientifically? The Bible is science too.
I understand.
So I'm just asking a question. I'm not shooting down what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just asking a question because I think within the community, people are trying to figure that out. Like, okay, does this person need to really be on medication, or does this person need divine intervention or the spirit? I think that needs to be
to me, the biggest question, especially among a lot of our community, is can we have both?
Okay.
Because growing up, we didn't go talk to nobody.
That's right.
Yeah.
All we wanted to do was pray about it.
Yeah.
And it helped and it worked.
A lot of times it didn't work.
Well,
maybe they needed a whooping.
Devin needed that butt whoop sometimes.
Watch this. My great grandmama didn't have money nor the means to go to doctors. See what I'm saying? So now when we talk about these doctors, when you research, they are really nothing but sorcerers. That's a whole pharmaceutical. When you look at pharmakia,
let me ask you this though: do you think, in the case I want you to respond to this, do you think that it's things they putting in the food?
Oh, it's food. Oh,
that's causing
that's
a
proven.
problem.
Yes.
That's causing those type of things?
This autism.
Autism.
Autism has been a lot of been linked to the foods and the processes of the foods and the Food and Drug Administration, which I don't understand how the food and drug have the same administration.
Because they're the same people.
But that's
same devils.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yes, I think that is all totally linked into. But back to you with the not having the. We had doctors back in the day. They had doctors who weren't doctors, but they were doctors because they knew things and they could talk. Sometimes you just need to be able to talk and get some of this stuff out you, and somebody that can sit down and listen to you and relate to you.
But that's still on the spiritual level, though. If I'm talking to you, then I'm dealing with you on a spiritual level. Like Jesus said, my words are life. These words of life, these words are to bring healing. These words are to bring deliverance, to set us free, mentally, spiritually, and psychologically. And I believe if we really want to, now don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking doctors, y'all. You know, sometimes I suffer from migraines, and sometimes I pray. Sometimes I take medication. You understand?
So I'm not medicated weed, is it?
No, I'm not. I'm taking medicine. I'm not talking.
See, I prefer CBD than CBD.
But see, now listen, no. Now I'm gonna go here. And we gonna get off because we talked about this. We talked about this.
Yeah.
The one reason why I would not do that, and even though I talked to my wife about it, because I've been suffering from migraines for years, and I talked to my wife about it, is that something that I want to look into? I said no, for the simple fact that I don't want to be a stumbling block for somebody else. Because somebody else may look at me and say, wait a minute, Minister Casey, you taking CBD or you just doing that to get high? I don't want somebody to stumble in that area. You understand? That's just me personally.
Not caping, not trying to convince you, but if the CBD is done right, there's no THC in the CBD.
But but see, I know I'm not ignorant of the Satan's devices. I knew that I had a proclivity with getting high. So I don't even want to even go down that road because it could start out with CBD.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, I'm not going to, we talked about this out there earlier. Yeah. I'm not going to put myself in situations where I know I'm going to fall or have the propensity to fall.
When I was married once, my boy had came in out of town. We was all hanging out, having drinks and kicking it, and we were getting ready to go out. At the end of the night, they were leaving, and I stayed at home. She asked, my boy was like, why didn't you go out? I said, because I knew had I left home, I was going to cheat. I knew I didn't need to be in that environment. So, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then when you get in that situations, then what we do, we make excuses. We do the same thing that Adam did. That woman that you gave me. And then what she say? The enemy, he beguiled me. We play this game. Why they didn't see? Why they did not see when they knew what was right and willing to do?
I want to ask Rick something because I think Rick may be the spokesperson for the heathen community. Rick.
Yes, sir.
Rick, let me ask you this, man.
Us heathens got a soul too, Daddy.
So let me ask you this. So in the heathen community, is there a level of conviction? Like is it before or after, some heathenistic ways take place?
Back in the day, everybody had I think today's a lot of things has changed. Okay. A lot of things has changed.
You're right about it.
There's no conscience in a lot of this stuff nowadays.
Seared conscience. You heard that, y'all. The Bible talks about having a seared conscience.
A lot of these folks don't. Back in the day, yes, I think we all had a conscience. Us heathens all had a conscience. Us heathens still do have a conscience. But I think how I was raised kept me from doing a lot of things. Morals.
Right.
See,
Was I still going to the Kingdom Hall every day following it? Was I still going? No. But some of the things that I heard and was taught kept me from going down some of these paths.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think a lot of people these days are so unfiltered, so uncensored. They don't have no morals. They don't have anything no
governor.
No governor. None. They ain't scared of nobody.
Yeah.
They ain't scared of Big Mom, so they sure ain't scared of God.
Right.
And we used to be scared of God.
Yeah.
As well as Big Mama.
We was more scared of the Big Mama sometimes than God.
Yes, sir.
Because God and Big Mama can get us now.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's in a lot of places there's none of that.
So going back to what we initially talk about, when there's no governor, you know, for y'all don't know what a governor is, that's in a car. Some 18-wheelers have them. It'll only allow you to go to a certain speed. Then it kicks in and slows you down. Well, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, is a believers, a Christians, a Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to call yourself. That Ruach HaKodesh is our governor. It's what convicts us. It what restrains us. It would say, hey, you shouldn't look that. Hey, you shouldn't say that. When you're in a situation where you don't have that, you can't see. Even though your conscience, your mind is telling you no, but your flesh is screaming louder than your mind and it drowns out.
So would CTE be a spirit though?
What do you mean?
Well, CTE is something that
It affects go ahead. Explain about the brain.
Them cats, they got brain trauma.
Right.
Playing football is a violent sport.
Right. Yeah.
When you taking 245-pound man running 4.5 40 and running into another man that's 250 pounds running a 4.5 40, that is not supposed to. That
it ain't
is
supposed to
not
happen.
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So your brain is doing something that it ain't supposed to happen.
So anytime things go against the grain, goes against what God has set in place, is going to cause problems.
So let me ask you this, because y'all talk about the collision. So it goes back to the question I'm asking. This didn't come from a act of, let's say, doing something that was sinful.
All right.
This is like a natural situation of interaction. So that's why I'm asking the question, like, is it a spirit? Should it be treated as such? Or should CTE be treated and things like it be treated medically? That's all I'm asking, because I know within the church, everything kind of goes with the spirit. You know, within the secular world, things are more medicated. Rick is asking, can we have both? I think we can have both. I think a person can also be prayed for and also take a pill, like an aspirin. Like, say, for instance, you have a headache, you take an aspirin.
That's right.
That don't mean you don't believe in God.
I believe God gives us doctors.
Right.
If I'm out on the battlefield and I get shot and I'm bleeding, I'm gonna say, pray for me. You know what I'm saying? No, get me to the hospital. So we can have both. We can have both. Yes. I guess the question would be is, how do we apply both to be healed holistically?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when do we say, okay, well, I don't need to go to the doctor for this. I need to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some of our high blood pressure, we can stop eating that pork and shrimp. That'll help in some areas.
Yes.
But if you so far gone and you need to have medication to keep your body on subjections until God delivers you, then
Our viewers on YouTube is agreeing with us with kind of having both and things like that. So I'm just looking at some of the comments. With that last statement about pork and shrimp, you lost a lot of AM station listeners.
Hey, I gotta have them shrimps. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all. But then listen. Okay, but then listen here. Listen here. Don't.
Oh, I know.
When I'm just saying, not you.
Look at me.
But anybody, when you start having issues now, don't go crying. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just like Lord, you turning up and getting drunk, but now you're holding on to the toilet.
But Big Mom them ate all the pork they wanted to growing up.
Okay,
and they had no problem.
They did have a problem. They just didn't know about it.
All right, y'all. We passed our time. We got to get out of here, man. Blessings to you all. See you all tonight. We got to get out of here. Grace, peace, and many blessings.
Shalom.